What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Your tired boy Carcino here. Look, somebody was like, when you gonna get you a camera and a tripod? That look like a camera and a tripod to you, don't it? It's a camera there. That's a Lima. That's a Leica. And it's got a stand. Told you I was looking right at it while you was saying those crazy things to me. Looking right at it. Now let's talk what I like to call best intentions. Phil Jackson went out and spoke the truth about our dear friend LeBron. And how was he rewarded? I'll tell you how he was rewarded. His reward was total shutout. Total exclusion. Why I gotta stop live streaming on the road? All right, we are back. Oh no, G Life, you missed that video. That video was earlier today. But here's what happened. Phil Jackson and LeBron James got into an exchange of words where Phil had to defend comments he made about a year ago when he talked about in his book about LeBron James. He spoke the truth about LeBron. LeBron didn't like that. And at that time, LeBron James was the man. Big man on campus. So there's no way you could talk to the big man on campus like that. Right? He's big man on campus. How dare you speak foul of LeBron James? So right away, that was met with disdain. That was met with uncertainty. That was met with hostility. Aggression. He said LeBron James travels almost every other time he touches the basketball. Was he lying? No, he wasn't. He was telling the truth. He said LeBron travels around with his posse. He made it sound like LeBron James has a whole bunch of people. Phil Jackson's from 1960. He was born in probably 1950. He's old. So the word posse was used around to describe a group of people riding into town, flossing with the posse. So because he called LeBron James' group a posse, LeBron James and his team spun that into a racist attack. Now Phil Jackson hates black people because of this. It was ridiculous. It was baseless. But they wanted to drum up and play the race card to try to shame the Knicks and Dolan into firing Phil Jackson. LeBron saying he would never advise any of his clients or the people that represent Clutch Sports and things like that to even go over there to play with Phil Jackson. Now, he's not the president. This is not his company, but he said he won't let any Clutch Sports guys play for the Knicks as long as Phil Jackson was there. So Phil stayed on, and they eventually let Phil go. But Dolan don't like to be dictated to, and Jeanie Buss forgave all of these things. She let it go. She did what the majority of the people can't do. She forgave. She forgave and forgot. And thought LeBron making the choice to come to Los Angeles would, cement his career and his legacy. She was very happy to have LeBron James as a Los Angeles Laker. Jeanie was. Phil warned her. Even though they're not together anymore, they're very close still to this day. And they're very close to this day. And definitely, Phil Jackson has warned Jeanie Buss about LeBron. She warned him. I mean, he warned her because he knew. He knew. He knew. If I could sit here in my house and tell you exactly what was going to happen, how it was going to go down, what he was going to do, we knew. I mean, you've seen it all. This guy has caused disruption everywhere he went. Did he lead the Miami Heat on a good note? 4 straight NBA championship finals, 2 championships, and they didn't end on good terms. When he left Cleveland the first time, did they leave on good terms? They were burning his jersey outside of the stadium. He goes on national TV to tell the people in the town that he grew up in he was taking his talents to South Beach. With ESPN and the NBA involved, makes this big announcement, and the NBA and ESPN hung him out to dry and blamed him for the whole thing. The decision coming up soon. So ESPN had to know, the NBA knew where he was going. They knew what this was, or they wouldn't have put their budget and their dollars behind it to make it a special. Then they stepped away from it and threw the whole blame on LeBron. LeBron's making that decision. I'm like, you guys, it was on your network. You put it out. Viewing himself. Now, how do you go to a team and every year you were there on that team, you went to the NBA Finals, you there, you got 2 championship rings out of there, and when you leave, it's not on good terms. It's so bad, you don't even want to play in the game every time they play in Miami. You don't even want to play that game. Tired, bro. I'm gonna sleep. Got baby tonight. You see what I'm saying, though? Wants no parts of it. Wanted no parts of it. So it isn't hard. They come back to Cleveland. It was all love. And I said, well, he's going to destroy this team. Sure enough, that team was so ridiculed and destroyed, and JR ain't speaking to him, and Kevin Love don't like him. Kyrie left the team. He destroyed that team so bad that players would rather be 22 and 60 something rather than to listen to him. Be like, look, we'll be 22 and 60 and be smiles galore and happy, relieved from all the stress that comes along with him. He goes to the Lakers. And what happened? The year is not even complete yet. And fans are irate with LeBron James. But Phil Jackson warned her. And like I'm saying, I know because the signs were there. So when I tell you what he was going to do to the Los Angeles Lakers, destroy this team so he can make a team that he wants, I told you this is going to be trouble for the Lakers because this is what he brings to the table. Confusion, turmoil, and somebody else doing all the work and he's getting all the credit. So if that's what you're looking for, LeBron James is your man. Because that's what he brings to the table. Drama and BS. All these general managers, owners, and they all talk when they ask about LeBron. They talk to Dan Gilbert. They talk to all these guys before they make decisions. Most of the owners communicate with each other. Well, LeBron James has pissed off the NBA owners so much that none of them like him. And he just made it harder for people like Rich Paul and all the other people who are really trying to just do their jobs. It's kind of hard. It was like, well, how much of it is Rich Paul, or is this just LeBron James doing it? How much is LeBron? How much is Rich Paul? And Phil never even respected him. He just called him like his posse, like the hanger-ons. I mean, it's a conflict of interest. One, the NBA should be looking into that. That's a conflict of interest. I mean, you have a best friend who's an active NBA basketball player. You're his friend, and you're representing other NBA basketball players in a firm where you're still in contact with your best friend LeBron James. It kind of looks like the player who is not allowed to have a sports agency in the first place is connected to this. And it's to influence of players going to where he wants them to go. And then people say, oh, well, he don't want to play with them. Everybody can't play with LeBron. It's not about that. LeBron can take players that can make other teams great and move them all the way around the galaxy to weaken teams so he can have an easier way to defeat them so he can get to the finals. He's clearing the path by manipulating the system. Next thing you know, James Harden is an Orlando Magic. You're like, James Harden traded to the Orlando Magic as soon as he signs with Clutch Sports. That's right. Well, no, what you do is, it's just like with your parents or anywhere. You know, if you have a good thing going and you abuse it and run it into the ground, they shut it down and they come out with something harder. Now you done made it hard on everybody, but if you were just taking something slightly, the faucet could have stayed running forever. Sorry about that. When people get greedy, that's when you see things change. I don't really talk good about LeBron. What good has he done? You want me to talk good about him? You gotta do something good for me to talk about it. I hate LeBron? Okay. I agree with that. People worship Kobe now that he's retired because they realize what he was. He was greatness. And even though he went against your team, you knew how great Kobe Bryant was. Ugh, you knew he was better than this bum. No, Phil told the truth about LeBron. And everybody know it. There's people in Chicago that know. Other NBA ballers, they knew Phil was telling the truth. Ron Harper felt the same way. Nobody said nothing to Ron. Ron backed up the statement. Nobody remembers that, though. They like, nah, don't throw that on Ron. Dante Jones. I mean, Dante Jones basically owed his life to LeBron. Because he's LeBron's best homie. LeBron gave him a job at the broadcasting booth. LeBron put him on the playoff roster instead of putting a guy on there that can help him like Liggins. I don't know what this guy doing. Alright, you got Liggins out there who was doing great playing defense, something he knows nothing about. And you bench him right when the playoffs starts, and you can bring up your buddy Dante Jones and pay the minimum for his salary for him to be on the team. And how did that work for you, LeBron? One guy LeBron couldn't say nothing to, and LeBron wanted to choke him, was Darren Williams. Darren Williams, man, people told me Darren Williams is like, whatever. Every time LeBron would say something to him, he would check him. I got money too, dude. Like, I'm on my way out. You can't do nothing to me. If I want to shoot the ball, I will shoot the damn ball. You can go to hell. They had to just sit there and Williams down. Just, bro, like, just sit him. Just sit him. I'm tired. Hey, y'all know what I'm doing tonight, don't y'all? WWE, baby, Monday Night Raw. Y'all want to visit your boy Carcino? Get some tickets to Monday Night Raw. That's all you got to do. I don't know. Right now, I agree 100% with Phil Jackson. Because me and Phil been saying it back then. We've been saying it for years. So now all of us are wrong. People gotta wake up. Get some coffee. Wake up. This, it's a wake-up call. Wake up. Wake up. It's time, brother. It's time. It's time, brother. It's time. Wake up. I gotta preach to y'all like the congregation, so y'all can understand what you're facing. Now the time for the real to come back. We've been asleep. We've been dormant. They've dumbed us down. They've dumbed us completely down with these fake carbon copy artists. They've dumbed us down to these fake charlatan of basketball players. I'm telling you, we've been bamboozled. We've been led astray and run amok for far too long. Can I get an amen, brothers? Can I get an amen? They've stripped you of your knowledge of yourself. They stripped you of your confidence and your belief and your knowledge of knowing basketball. They've stripped you down to your soul. They've stripped your soul. And you let them do it. You let somebody you seen on your television screen, and you knew that that person was great, and you let them and pasta, put him in a jersey, and you let this charlatan come along and pose as if he was the one, the chosen one. Who chose him? We didn't. It's the same thing they did when they put a blue-eyed, long-haired, blonde-haired Jesus on our church walls, when it doesn't match the description that he's described at in the book. Can I get an amen? You didn't fight for the identity of Christ, and you're not fighting for the identity of the greatest basketball player in the NBA history. You're accepting the con. You're accepting the lie, the foolery. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? We're going to church here tonight. I tell you, this is the hour of power. Now, I'd like to thank Sister Davis. That was some corned beef and cabbage made the other night. Yeah. That was some real good, some good eating. Yeah. There's some good eating. And that's what we do. We have to eat to live. Eat the fruit. Eat the knowledge. The soul needs power. You know, if you eat certain things, it can make you faster. You eat certain things, it slows you down, puts you to sleep. But this here food is waking you up. Like that big old cup, straight from Colombia, steamed up, honey roasted. This is waking you up to the truth. Brother Phil Jackson led the Chicago Bulls to 6 championships. He won 1 as a player, and he won 5 more with the Los Angeles Lakers. And LeBron James thought that he could dictate terms to Phil. He's got 11 rings coaching and one playing. And you gonna dictate to him? Phil should have threw his rings at you. He should have threw them. He should have said, what? What did you say to me? And threw the rings at Lebron. Like I could throw rings at you for a whole minute. Can I get an amen? And he warned Jeanie Buss when they were talking about bringing LeBron to the Lakers. And he spoke to her and said, Jeanie, I gotta warn you. He ain't Michael. He's not Michael, Jeanie. He's not Michael. He's not Kobe. This guy here is, now I've dealt with Kobe and how his attitude is. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of baggage with this guy. You know, I don't know if you guys are ready for it, but Kobe's never tried to run the team. This guy really believes in running the team. I'll be careful bringing this guy aboard. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, what Phil did was educate you. That's what he did. Brother Phil stepped to the congregation. He put his hand in the ring of fire and he said, I will row my boat ashore just like Michael. And people think I hate LeBron James. Hate is a word that requires passion. I dislike him very much because I think he stands for bull it. I respect somebody that comes at you full straight ahead. Not all this sneaking around behind your back bull it that he pulls. When they do dirty deeds to try to get my attention, then I get angry. And then they get me passionate. So the hate isn't for him. The hate is for the system that is around him that supports his demonic ideology. Ego, vanity is his way of life. The fool tattooed the chosen one on his back. Who chose him? He wasn't chosen by God. He turned his back. and put Chosen One on his back because Sports Illustrated told him to. Agent told him to put the Chosen One on his back, and he did it. He was driving a Hummer to high school, and nobody thought that it was illegal for him to have those cars. And they investigate these poor college kids talking about they accepted money, but LeBron James can drive a damn Mercedes. I'm sorry, a Hummer. LeBron James is not greater than 100 NBA basketball players. I can name 35 players he's not better than right now. You can. And the fact is, you've always known. You've always known this guy to be a charlatan. You've always known this guy to not be truthful. The backbiting, manipulating, storytelling, cry baby, team leaving, no defense playing, balding head, LeBron James, we're calling, the phone's ringing, and answer the call, and confess, and say on the line, I need Jesus. Yes, boy, because you're pathetic. Can I get an amen for the congregation? Man, that plane came right over my head. Y'all see that? Uh-oh, WWE, there they go. There they go. They pulling up. Everybody pulling up. Captain Jack was talking about Walt. Man, tell him to leave Walt alone, man. Walt trying to get his money. Leave little Walt Frazier alone, man. Walt ain't hurt nobody. Whoever beat a team that's 7-3-9, Kyrie Irving. Oh yeah, Kyrie Irving. Oh yeah. Hey, don't forget that man. He brought a title to the land. Ha ha! He was out there slaying. Yo, yeah. Can I get an amen to the congregation to that? Yo, yeah. I'm God's disciple. That's the only GD that fits me. That's the only thing I'm singing about today. As we take that march. I'm telling you now, go get smart. As I go watch Ronda Rousey, wrestle lousy. Hope you don't forget about me. I sits up high, ain't worried about them down, cause they moving too slow. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. Old Phil Jackson tried to warn you, Jeanie. He said stay away. The devil's at the door, and he's knocking loudly, and his name is LeBron James. He's gonna come and destroy everything we done built. He wants to do it in his way. His way is wicked. Did you hear me? I said conniving. And he's an undercut. He's gonna get people fired. He's gonna put people on the undershine. And his weed man and everybody else that he's liking. And I get a name. Oh yeah. This is the hour of power. Ain't nothing shaking loose but the truth. I hope you guys make a donation for me donating all my time. Yes, sir. I've donated my time, so I hope you can give me a dime. And tell me in the Cash App, when you look up Casino, you say, baby, I know. Exactly what you mean, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Amen. LeBron James a GOAT, only if he's going broke. He ain't the one that I like, or the one to prove it. I gotta go and get my ticket. Why, everybody out there, hope you play this back and kick it.